Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing some bottle art. Have quite a few paints before us. I have some blues, aqua, teal, a deep navy. Then I have a few metallic paints, copper, rose gold, and then just gold. I will be using some silicone molds. All of these came as a set. I ordered these from Temu. I use them on a regular basis. And I make my molds with hot glue. That's the other one. I've already made some molds ahead of time. There's quite a few here. And this little sticker right here, it's an actual sticker. I got this from Dollar Tree. They come on a pack. It's like 6 little stickers to a pack. And I tried to make the stone look like a turquoise. So I went in and painted this myself. Hopefully this thing will turn out right. I'll be using the sponge method. I have some shells here. I have a card. And the reason why I have this card is because I want to use this picture off the front of it. I took an old phone case and I drew around the picture of the boat. And I'll be cutting this out and I'm going to use this picture in my project. Got my picture cut out. Now, I'm going to try to glue this onto my bottle and hopefully it will work. It's kind of a stiff cardboard, I guess like a cardstock paper. But I'm going to try it. Try to center this. Not real sure if this is going to stick like I want it to. Okay. It's holding down okay, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go around it with some tape to keep it in place while I try to work with it. All right, I just took 4 small pieces of Scotch tape and glued this in place. You won't be able to see the tape anyway. I believe the paper is just too thick, but that's okay. What I'm going to do, I'll be going around the edges of it with some of the silicone molds. And if you've seen any of my videos before, you would know that I just make my molds using my hot glue. Fill in the mold with the glue, and then you just let this sit. It'll turn a milky white. When it's that white color, you'll know it's ready. It does not take long at all. I'm just doing one to let you get an idea. But this is what I did and made these. Now I'm just going to take different pieces that I made and I'm going to arrange them and attach these around my picture. I'll be using some Gorilla Glue and some hot glue. I've glued my molds on around my little picture. Now I'll be coming in with some of the seashells. As you can see, I've been working on attaching our shells to the bottle. I didn't go all the way around the whole bottle. I got to this point, and then I decided I like this ending right here. Then I just put one over here on this side, and I like the way that looked. So I just left it alone. I didn't want to overcrowd it. All right, I ended up letting this dry overnight, and I want to try to fix the look of this. I don't really like the picture. It's too shiny. So I'm just gonna draw on the picture and try to give it my own look. And I want to kind of try to scuff the picture up some because it's just too shiny. I don't like the shininess of the picture. So I'll be trying to make it look like give it a worn look. I made this little helm with hot glue and an anchor. They're kind of rough looking, but this was the best I could do with hot glue. So now I'm gonna just glue these on, attach these somewhere, trying to make it look more like a ship instead of a boat. I finished gluing the twine to our cork. Left a little space at the bottom so it'll still fit down in our bottle. I'm gonna set that aside. The little net type of bag that my seashells came in, I got the idea last night that I could use this somewhere on the bottle. So I'm gonna just finish cutting it up, and I'm going to attach this somewhere. It kind of looks like some type of maybe fisherman's net or something. I'm just going to mess with it a little bit until I get it in a place that I would like it to be. Let's see. I have some this Waverly antique wax, or I also have some black and brown paint. I want to do something with this, give it some type of color before I put it on. But right now, I'm going to start doing what I enjoy. I'm going to start painting. Our first color, I'm going to put black at the bottom. And it's sponge. Start at the bottom. And we're just going to pat it. And try to get in all those little cracks and crevices. I'm probably going to have to use a small brush to really get in there like I want to. But for now, this is our first color, black. That's what I want it to look like. Getting that color in there nice. I'm going to gradually mix in other colors. But for right now, I'm going to grab a little small brush over there. And I'm going to try to get in some of the little small places. Okay, have my black in there pretty good. Pretty much how I want it to look. I'm going to just leave one color. I'm not going to clean my sponge or anything. I'm going to just go right into another color. I'm going to start adding in some brown with the black. mixing it up. Want to start introducing a little more brown in. The further I go up, I don't know if y'all can really see what I'm doing here. If you can see the brown gradually mixing in, turning it from the blackish brown, trying to make it fade on up to brown. Add a little more brown. And so far, that's the look we have. If you just see a pretty picture that you like, just use your decoupage, attach it to the front of your bottle. You could get you some shells and glue them around there. This card that I started off with, it came from Dollar General. So they have these little cards in there with the ship on the front of them, the little boat. And well, this isn't perfect. I never could find my other brush, but that's more like what I want it to look like a more like a ship instead of a sailboat. So I just went in and did this. Now I'm going to continue to do my brown and black mixture, a little more on the brown, a little heavier on the brown, and bring it on up some. Trying to make the bottle look like it's an old bottle out of the ocean. Okay, I've let this dry. It's dry enough where I can handle it now. I'm gonna start incorporating some more color. I'm gonna go with that deep navy, the Tuscan teal, and the Lagoon Waverly chalk paint. We'll start with the navy first. Start mixing that in with our brown. Start mixing in a little bit of the teal. Now I'm going to bring a little bit of the Lagoon in. Get a little color going. I'm going to bring back in a little brown to kind of blend our colors together. Introducing a little brown back into our paint. But right now, that's what it's looking like. I'm coming back in. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. Then I'm gonna come back in with a little bit of copper to try to touch up around where the seashells and stuff are. Just try to hit a few highlights down in that area. I'm gonna set this aside, let this dry, and yeah, that's more what I want, a dark color. Okay, I have this drying. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take my cork and I'm gonna try to darken this twine up so it'll match my bottle better. And the picture, it was just so bright. It had a shine to it. I just took the paint, my sponge, and dotted back and forth over the picture to kind of take that shine off it. It looks better like that. It's not quite so bright. Kind of dull the picture down some. I'm going to use the copper to kind of highlight. I'm going to just pour a little bit on my plate and just brush a little bit, just trying to touch nothing but the ridges on my shells. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. I'm just going to brush, just touch it up with the copper. I usually get in here and do this with my finger, but I'm going to use this brush right now. My leaves and vines here. Just kind of bring it all to life. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I finished adding my copper little highlights that I wanted, and I went ahead and put a little copper on my sponge and just touched little places on the bottle because the bottle was looking a little too blue after I put that copper on it. So I just went back and put a little copper in some spots. And the picture, that was looking too new. I wanted this to look like an old bottle. So I just touched the picture with the copper on my sponge and dotted, just dabbed back and forth until I got the picture to start giving me an old look, leaving a little bit of a little hint of the blue sky and the white sails. Just a little hint of it showing through. As far as my net goes, I did want to add this, but I'm not real sure where I want to put it at. I don't want to make it look too overcrowded. I was trying to make it look more or less like an old bottle that had just washed up on the shore. I'm going to seal this with some Mod Podge and cut that too short. Seal it with some Mod Podge, and then I'll come back. I added a little gold paint. Just brushed a little over the molds with my finger, a little over the shells. Kind of gives it a better, brighter look. The net I had, I just took some twine, wrapped it around there, tied the net down with the twine. Then I brushed a little of the copper color paint on the twine to make it have a older look. Now I'm just gonna take my net and wrap it around my bottle, kind of drape it down here around the shells at the bottom. I don't think I'll glue it down. I might have to, but I really didn't want to glue it down just in case I change my mind about taking it off later. But for right now, this is just what I'm going to do. Just attach it on some of the points of the shells themselves. That holds it down fine. So that's all I'm going to do to it right now. Okay guys, this is my finished product. I must apologize. I didn't like the way my ship's sails were looking. I went in with some white, navy, and teal, did a little finger painting in the background to brighten up the horizon. If you are a subscriber, I thank you. If not, please consider subscribing. I'm still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. And as always, I thank you for watching, and God bless.